Did you? Okay. So once again, usually my companies and my friends and all of the people in my company, they get used to with my nickname than my name. That is handsome. Please say yes if you agree with it. So right now, very hard for you to know that how important my name is, because you're still on the bus, you don't need to remember. But if you get lost somewhere in the tunnel or under the tunnel, at that time you will cry if you don't remember my name. That will be the big trouble, because sometimes the internet is not working in the jungle. So I hope that you can remember my name, Phong and handsome. That is the whole thing. And can you guess how old am I? Yes, don't worry, no worries. The Vietnamese, we don't care much about age. So if you told me that I'm older or younger, this is not a big problem. Look at my winkle. Okay, now look at me, look at me. Look at my winkle. How old am I? 20, 30, 25, 27, exactly, I'm 27. So is that right if I look quite young than my age? Yeah, I'm 27 already. And ladies and gentlemen, my mom right now is in a hurry because I don't even have a girlfriend. So I hope that today you can also look at me like your brother, your sister, and if you are single. I have confidence already, but about success, I don't know when it is. Still there. So you see that is the culture of the Vietnamese. Via my story, I want to give you the culture too. Exactly, if you are the girls in here, about 23, 24. Exactly, if you have 10 friends, right? 24 years old, about 6 to 7, they already get married. 25, 26, that's quite a little bit late. And about 27, 28, that will be super late. I'm at the age of super late already, because you know, like my parents, they get married when they were just 22. My grandparents, they have 10 children in total, one by one every year, and that is the culture. But right now, you know, like money, this one. problems about educations, and old population too. The governments, they try to limit the children that you have. So can you tell me how many people you think that we have in the city, Ho Chi Minh City? 13 or 30? 13. 9 million. Exactly, 13 was the correct number. But you know that 9 million is not wrong, because that is what you see on Google. So 13 to 15 million is a real number. And every morning you have about 8 million dangers. You know what it is? Silver bullet. That's the scooter here. Vietnamese, we are, I mean, like so many people, they talk about the Vietnamese as we are friendly, right? Friendly, easygoing, and look happy all the times. But exactly, we're happy all the times, even when we take a shower. But we never stop for tourists, never stop for pedestrians, because all is in a hurry. You know that every morning, it takes me 1 hour to get to work. How far I stay from my company, can you guess? 1 hour by scooter. So how far? 10 kilometers. Only 10 kilometers, and it takes me 1 hour every morning. That is a big problem. And also about the people here, their main religion still, can you guess? Vietnamese main religions, I mean, like the Buddhism, and the second one, I see that we have one in here, Catholic, yes, Catholic. And we have so many kinds of traditional belief, and that's the reason why that sometimes you see some people, they burn incense somewhere in the hotel, or even at the small altar, and that this is all our traditions. And right now I will quick confirm about some basic information about the tour to make sure that we can work very well together. So first of all, we are on our way to the tunnel. Is there any kidnap here? No? that even it happened, it's too late to fix it. We are on the way already. So at the halfway, the bus will stop one time for the toilet, as we need it. You know, like the pickup time between the first and the last one, it goes about half an hour, right, to 35-minute difference. So the bus will stop one time for the toilet at the halfway, and that place will be where you can see the victims of the war too. And why, right? First, the amenity of the infrastructure here is not good enough. You see the gas station, super small. And the further reasons that as you are not Vietnamese and you don't actually know about what happened with us, so here the victims, you have the answer for the question that why Vietnamese, we talk much about the war, and why so many Vietnamese until now, we cannot happy because of what happens. We just don't happy, but you see that we never say and we never show like we are angry about the past, right? And from that place to the tunnel, it takes you about 25 kilometers more, and it takes us about 2 hours to visit the tunnel, and about 2 to 3 p.m. you will be back to your hotel. But you know, like they will block the way about at 5 p.m. they will block the way, but the traffic is keep increasing. About 1 p.m. already, all the people they want to get like as soon as possible. So I will drop you somewhere that's closer to your hotel area, but it will take you about 1 to 3 to 5 minutes to get back to your hotel. For example, walking street, yeah? Everyone is in a walking street, but left or right, inside or outside. So I will drop you somewhere at the main place to make sure that it will be more convenient for you. And you can also get out by the market if you want. So before you get here, have you ever read any information about the Vietnam War before? A little bit. So how about the tunnel? Nothing. Have you ever been to the War Museum? How many people? Okay, it's good. It's good. That's a good foundation for this tour. So Củ Chi Tunnel, right? Củ Chi. And so many people ask me, hey Phong, so Củ Chi Tunnel is it was connected with the city or go to the north or just in the south? So is there anyone here you have the answer that it's just in here in Củ Chi district, or it was connected to the city center, or it even connected to the north of Vietnam? Can you answer my questions? It was not connected, only in Củ Chi Tunnel, and the total length was about 250 kilometers long. That's the thing make the people surprised. When the war finished, the Americans, they said that no architect in the world can design this tunnel, and it was too big. And one thing interesting, that while the Vietnamese we made a tunnel, no one can stand. I mean that you need to crawl all the way at the biggest part, or you need to do the deep one, like you sit down, to make the tunnel. And at some point, even with the Vietnamese, we need to do the Python way, that we slide our belly in our chest to make the tunnel. And how big it was. You know District 1? You are all in District 1. But you see that this morning I do a very big circle to pick all of you up. And it's tough, right? So District 1, how big was the tunnel? It was bigger or smaller than District 1? I mean an area that it covered. Bigger, right? How many times bigger? You first. 5. 20. How about you? 7. How about you? 10. How about you? How many times you think that the tunnel is bigger than District 1? 20. Exactly, it was 21 times. And congratulations for the people who answered 20. And this is the gift for you. One more discussion. Okay, one more for you. You say 20, isn't it? You just say 20? Okay, so both of you. Because you all have a contribution to my game. You see, 21 times bigger than District 1. And the problem is, we are not too tall. And if you want to discover and you are too tall, it seems to be impossible. And who made it? It was a Viet Cong. You know Viet Cong? Viet Cong? Vietnam Communists. Yeah. The Viet Cong or the Vietnam Communists, they made it. So why they made it? Why? Sir, why they made it?
The tunnel?
Yes.
Yeah, they made it so that the Americans cannot
Get in,
how
right?
they were bombing, so they have to stand with them.
So, thank you very much for answer, and that is accurately. We built it to hide ourselves from the American soldier during the Vietnam War. But exactly when the Vietnam War happened in 1954, we finished one part of the tunnel already. I mean, like we built the tunnel even before who is the Americans, and at that time we still under French in the colonial times about 96. And I will tell you the story of the Vietnamese. It was quite hard like this. Some people they come to my country. They said that, hey Phong, I see that your country have a lot of about population, pollution. You see scooter, and sometimes that is also about awareness of the Vietnamese people in here. Some people say that, hey Phong, why your country, your people, Vietnamese, you eat dog meat? You know this information? That we eat some people, they eat dog meat in here. So that is the pet in your country, right? But sometimes that's the food in my country, and you have the question why? That is so weird. But exactly that's because of the history. We were first invaded at the mid of 19th century by French. But you know, like when you was under another country, usually it's not, you cannot in the good conditions. So many Vietnamese people, we work like a slave. And they said that if you meet about 20 Vietnamese people at that time in the countryside, maybe 20 out of 20, they couldn't read and write their language, although they are Vietnamese. One school is, I mean, like that's the big dreams of older farmer. You don't have school, you don't even have teacher. And in one village, maybe just one or two or three old people, they belong to the older generations. They can teach the Vietnamese how to read and then how to write their language. That's enough.